Hey, Nikki Brown here, also known as Shalithia Nicole, here for another On the Couch chat. So, today we're talking about um, cougars, right? And a cougar is basically defined as a woman over the age of 40 who dates younger men. And by younger, meaning, say, at least 10 years younger. And there are basically three types. Um, The first type is the woman who really feels that this young man likes her and wants to be with her and build a relationship with her, even potentially marry her, or at least be in a long term relationship with her. And sometimes that does happen. But a lot of times the younger men just want to have fun, or these younger men want a mother to take care of them. And so this older woman represents that. Um, it may be where he never had a mom who took care of him, or or everything was done for him by his mother, so doesn't have any type of responsibility. He doesn't know how to do anything on his own because everything was always done for him, and he just wants somebody to pick up where his mom left off. Usually, at some point, he ends up leaving her for a younger woman, especially if he wants children and she's, say, over 50. Um, and some people even over 40, because some people over 40 don't want children or don't want more children. Some have already had tubal ligations, and so they can't have kids, and various other reasons. But even if they stay together 10 years, a lot of times he'll eventually end up leaving her for a younger woman. You know, he may have used her for her money, he may have used her for a place to stay, or he may have just wanted some wild sex. Let's just keep it real. Because typically, someone with such a significant age gap really only has sex in common. If they don't have sex in common, usually there's something going on with the woman where she might be immature or a little thrown off, or, um, and that's not always the case, but a lot of times that is the case. Um, or, like I said, the young man has his own agenda. So once he's satisfied his agenda or he's done playing with her, he'll just discard her. And like I said, it's usually for a younger woman. The second type is the one who is sunning the man. And what do I mean by sunning? She wants someone to take care of. She wants to be the sugar mama. She wants to be in control. She wants to manipulate him. And she knows that she can do that with a younger man, 9 times out of 10. She can get him to do certain things that she couldn't get older men to do, especially if she gives him some wild sex and blows his mind. Um, or she just wants to be able to say she has a younger man as arm candy, um, or like as a status symbol, you know. It makes her feel good. It boosts her self esteem. It boosts her ego. Um, like I said, she's probably going to be good at manipulating him, getting things that she wants out of him, even if she doesn't have sex with him, right? Um, she could just use this strong young man to get certain things done. And she can brag about it. She has bragging rights. Like, I can get him to do whatever I want him to do. Again, she's sunning him. She's manipulating him. I call it sunning because I'm from New Jersey, and um, that's my term for it. She's sunning him, basically treating him like he's her son, but they're intimate, right? Um, and he may like that because, again, he may be the type of guy who um, didn't have his mom to take care of him growing up. Maybe she abandoned or neglected him. Maybe she worked a lot. Um, maybe she just wasn't the type to do that stuff. Maybe she was hanging out partying, um, which is, neglect and abandonment, really, or rejection. That's what it makes the young man feel like. So he feels like he never really had a mom. So he's looking for a mother figure. Um, Again, this may not be everyone's situation, but this does happen. And the third type is the woman who just wants to have good sex, right? She's not looking for a commitment. She's not looking for a relationship. She just wants a young man to blow her back out. Let's just keep it real, right? They may go out on dates, but for the most part, he's like booty call material. She'll call him over after a certain time. She might have her something to drink, something to smoke, something to sniff, whatever she does, whatever she's into. We're not here to judge. And she just wants some good D. And let's just be real about that. She may make him think that she really likes him, but she might have more than one of him. She might have more than one young man. She might have, one in his 20s, one in his 30s, one in his 40s, one in his 50s, one in his 60s, even, you know, when she really wants to do something mature or associate with someone her age. But again, a lot of times, some of these women, they could be the sugar mama type too, but at the same time, they're not looking to use or manipulate the guy for a codependent relationship, because the second type is basically a more codependent relationship. Typically, she's lacking something and he's lacking something, although the third type could be lacking something too. But again, she just wants her loins massaged, right? Again, she doesn't want to be in a relationship, or she might be married. She might be in a relationship already. And maybe her spouse has ED, or he just doesn't give it to her like she wants. Because let's just keep it real. Most people know that women reach their prime in their 40s. And so a lot of times men start to slow down. And so the sex drive is not compatible, right? And so she wants it all the time. And he's not able to give it to her all the time. Or he doesn't last as long as he used to. Or again, he may have ED and can't get it up all the time. Or he might be doing him. And so she's doing her. And that's just kind of how that goes sometimes. And yeah, so that's basically the three types. The one who really is looking for a loving relationship. The one who just wants to son and manipulate the man. And the ones who just want sex. So, this video is not about judging anybody. It's just to explain that there are different types of women. A lot of times people say, "Oh, women are just emotional and they get attached every time they have sex." That's not always true. That's not true for every woman. It's not always the case. Every woman is not just sitting around waiting for the phone to ring from this certain guy, or whining and complaining to him that he's not calling her, or he's not committing to her, or, some are just really out here having fun. And usually if a woman is manipulative, she can be very cunning, and she can be much better at playing games than men can. Right? So, all women are just not innocent, naive flowers who don't do anything wrong. That's not true. Uh, Again, usually if a woman is like that, she's a lot of times worse than a man could ever be. And she's good at hiding. She's better at hiding it. She's better at being deceptive. Because she does have that, perception. People do have that perception that women are just, you know, coy, naive, shy little flowers. And in the meantime, she could be playing the hell out of him like a violin, right? So, again, those are the three types. To each his or her own. We all have a right to do whatever we want to do in this lifetime. But of course, the universe has consequences for everything, because either way, it may not work out the way she wants it to. She may not have that man who really loves her and wants to be with her. You know, she may think that, she's getting some good sex and, he may get attached. So now she has to deal with that, right? She may want someone that she can control and manipulate, and he may have his own agenda, like I said. And so, again, um, she could end up being hurt and left alone, and this could be very hurtful. And whatever issues she had before, um, make it worse because she's not healing from what she really needs to heal from, and pursuing a healthy relationship. And there are a lot of people out here nowadays, they want to be polygamous and have plural relationships or open relationships, and that's fine too. But there are some people who still want committed, monogamous, exclusive relationships, and they're settling for someone who's married or someone who's already in a relationship. But that's another topic. That's another on the couch topic. But I hope that this one was helpful. And as always, I love y'all. Mwah, 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 mwah.